we expected a very, very tough match, let's be honest, because we looked at Arrows, the games they played against 𝙘𝙤𝙖𝙘𝙗𝙗, the games they played against 𝙘𝙤𝙖𝙘𝙗𝙗, against Marumo, and we felt they're a very decent team, very strong on transition. They've also scored a lot of goals from set pieces. We could see the areas where maybe they might be having some limitations. Try and create our openings in the wide channels. And I think that worked because I think most of the goals came from those situations where we intentionally dislocated their fullbacks so that we could find the space on the outside and then establish play from there. But I must say the score might not be a true reflection of their output. I think they had some moments where on a good day they could have done something. I think they came out in a number of build-ups. And their threat behind the defense is always there. But I must also congratulate my boys for scoring 5, in as much as I do feel we are still not ruthless enough, because I think first half we created a lot of situations where we could have scored more goals. We did not take those chances. We went to half time with only 2 goals. But I think there's a lot that looks positive.
So, coach, just want to get from your perspective, we saw the players after, especially Peter, so just trying to so I guess that support and how much it sort of meant for him. Also another play, maybe a reflection on him getting this sort of this moment, scoring, and also just his transition in the team for him to finally get this moment. It was evident with how especially.
I think we have made it obvious that we have a responsibility to support Peter. And we have done everything we can, even sometimes playing him in matches where he could be tired. Say, hey, we just want him to have some minutes. Maybe he can just break the curse and score that goal. Even myself, I celebrated this one. It's very important for me that Peter is also in top form, because we are going to need all these strikers going forward. And the support that he's been getting from the team in general has been very good. I like the team that I have, because I've got a lot of very good boys, very sensible human beings who are compassionate, got a lot of empathy, who were also sympathizing with Peter during these hard moments where he was not getting goals. So it was exciting to see the reaction after his goals as well. I must also say 𝙘𝙤𝙖𝙘𝙗𝙗 is one for the future. I believe he's got a lot to offer. I believe he hasn't done what I think he's capable of. For him to start scoring in official matches, because he has scored some very good goals during pre-season. But unfortunately, in official matches, he has not really been as brave to take these opportunities, because he's got a brilliant left foot. And we still expect a lot from him. Very good player on 1-against-1, very good player in cutting into the box. But there's still a lot more that I can still expect from him. And I was also very excited to see that even the other teammates do feel that maybe giving him a little bit of a post is going to take him to the next level, because he's going to be very important for the team.
Coach, that's a video. Coach, maybe perhaps you could also speak on him, because that we know that he's been out with injury for quite some time. Him scoring as well, you could see the excitement from even his teammates as well when they're celebrating. But what I wanted to ask as well is that after seeing all those goals that we saw the team, even that Gunman with that one goal, he went all the way to the corner to go ahead and celebrate. Is the team and chemistry also where you want it to
First on Motobi, I think we've all been waiting for him. He's one of our best defenders, no doubt, and very important player for us in the Champions League. And it is always important to give him that opportunity to bring himself back in, even get himself back into the national team, because we believe he's a very good defender, one of the best in the country defensively. And for him to have such big contributions, even in our offensive play today, it was very big. And I was also very excited to see him scoring, because I've been fighting him and saying, hey, you are no longer scoring now. When you were at Highlands, you were not giving us a chance. We were scoring almost every game we were playing against them. And to see him scoring again, just coming back from an injury, I think it's going to be a big boost for him going forward. What I'm trying to fight for with the team, and I think it's getting closer into their heads, is the paranoia to score goals, the paranoia to create scoring opportunities. And I think when I see the way they celebrate goals, maybe they are also talking to me that you see, because even at halftime I was complaining about the number of chances missed, but still excited with the number of chances created. And for them to be as clinical as they were second half, because second half I think we scored probably 75% of the chances that we got, in as much as maybe we had some offside calls that I'm still going to check on, because I'm not sure. But Lodge is offside in that goal, because I thought he had taken a very good position. But it's exciting to see players showing that camaraderie when one of them scores.
Coach, um, how easy is it for you when you make some come on, they make an impact when not chances, yes, goals, the impact that players have when they come on, how easy. Secondly, I mean, a lot can happen in a few days, and we had a chance to post about about it, and or maybe the possibility of a
I must say it's very pleasing to see substitutes really pushing to show what they have for the team, because we've got so many matches, and these few minutes that we give them are usually an opportunity for these players to get a full match and try to rest other players that are more established within the group. And when you see them coming and playing the way they played today, I think against SuperSport we also had some very good substitutions. Uh, Against Chiefs, unfortunately, we did not lift the game up from the substitutions, but it was very pleasing to see how the players really showed the hunger to perform. And I was also very pleased just to see Lodge showing the hunger, the level of intensity, the running off the ball, trying to get into good positions, and also having an assist. For me, that is exactly what I want from an offensive player, and I was very excited when I saw that. And Peter scoring, everybody is very excited, because we believe this has opened more opportunities for him to score. With regard to Coach Bruce and my utterances and his utterances, we will be having a meeting with him tomorrow. So I think we will move forward and create a better environment, because he's got a lot of our players. We support the national team, and probably we support SAFA in general, because even in junior national teams we've got a lot of players there. So it is only proper for us as coaches or as leaders of these institutions to try and find each other and be able to communicate about these things, because I think it's only for the good. It's only for the good, because you'll find that there are other players that he may not have looked at them very closely, but when we communicate and he gets to know what I feel about those individuals, it makes his life easy, because I believe he's got a big pool of players that he can get from our club, from Pirates, from Chiefs, from SuperSport, and all these clubs. But without good relations between the coaches, it makes it very difficult to even assist where we think we can assist. That is very exciting because we also hold him with very high esteem. Even when we don't see him in a match like this one, it is not because we don't see the capacity, but we ask ourselves and we have to make these choices whether we want him to come and play the 15 minutes or the 20 minutes in this match when he could start the GDC match and have 80 something minutes because it's important for his development. But I think as the season progresses and the minutes that they are getting, even Maseko got some good minutes in the DDC today. Mabena is a very talented. We we know his quality and we believe he's still going to come in and help us a lot. Uh, and his attitude and his commitment towards his work has also been very good.
Ci siamo rest of the cases that actually
Yeah, maybe let me start from the negative. Chambers one was a complete rupture in the Achilles. The operation took place yesterday. It was very successful. So we are hoping in 4 to 6 months that he will be back. But we are very optimistic because he's generally a very fit player and normally comes back quicker than normal. And we know his level of professionalism is second to none. So we know he will work very hard to try and get himself back as quickly as possible. The 5 goals for me don't mean anything. So I just think we are trying to work very hard on improving our chance creation and maybe being a little bit short in taking those chances. Because to be honest, even today, if you look at the game that we played against Polokwane here, the type of chances we created, it's the same chances that we created probably in the first 30 minutes of the game today. And it was very difficult for us to get a goal. But we went to half time with 2 goals, which will always make people to think we have done very well. When you look at the number of chances, maybe the final decision, the final pass, that shot, all those small little things that we need to clean up and make sure that we become a little bit more paranoid with chance creation and also terminating attacks. Better if we terminate them as goals, not just as a shorted goal that never results in a goal.
Which you've only 6 matches now. Just been me since those sort of created a lot of Sundowns fans to question you. How do you feel? And you know, you maybe have something to say to them who questioned you.
I mean, I would really not want to go into that space. I would prefer to just take each game as it comes. I've always been optimistic that the team is still going to come right. The team is strong. The team is probably even stronger than last season. I've always believed that we are on the right track. And I've always believed that the approach that one is chosen for the team is the right one for the team because we have a bigger responsibility in the Champions League where we are also expected to try to create a little bit more so that we maximize our chances of scoring goals. And it's pleasing to see uh, our attackers scoring the way they are. And we are hopefully we will build from